Hi everybody, I'm Isa McLaren, author of A Kiss for Luck, which follows the adventures of Jules Brand on a crime spree through Italy and the Riviera. It's available now wherever books are sold. I'm here for the coffee break Q&A. Well, it's not that I didn't know I would like this. It's I didn't know this existed, and that's how much control I have over the project. I'm not just handing my book off to somebody else and going, here's my baby, I hope it turns out okay. I get to be involved in every step of the process, from which quotes are pulled out to use in promotional graphics, how those promotional graphics are going to be deployed on social media. When it comes to the cover, I had input on everything from the colors, the layout, the fonts used, the chapter headers inside the book, everything I got to be a part of. And that to me is just absolutely amazing. I think you should pay more attention to the social manipulation. As a con artist, Jules Brand has to get people to do what he wants. And to get someone to do something that goes against what they naturally want to do is actually tricky. The more of a gap between what they want to do and what you need them to do, the harder it is to push them in that direction. But we're all manipulated every day in minor, subtle ways. Say you're at a party and it's crowded and somebody wants to go over there to get to the dip, they're going to move towards you as an indication that you should move out of their way so they can get to the dip. That's manipulation. There's also touch manipulation, where you invoke the natural craving that humans have for touch. Every time you want to reinforce something, you reach out and touch the person that you want to reinforce it with. And that fires off little neurons in their brains going, oh, I like that. Give me more of that. What do I need to do to get that? And again, and again, and again. And you close that gap from where you want them to be and where they are. And there's Bernie. He's going to tell us more about manipulation as he purrs and paws at me and tries to get me to rub his ears. I'm going to answer that by talking about my main character, Jules Brand. This man believes in luck like a religion. Good fortune is not something to be toyed with. When it comes your way, you grab it and make the most of it. It's the making the most of it that he doesn't quite grasp is work. He has to do a ton of research to find out what his mark's weaknesses are, what the mark's assets are. He has to find out where people are going to be when he needs them to be someplace else. He has to practice his lifts so he can get that wallet out of somebody's pocket when he needs to. Practice opening a safe, writing scripts, all of this hard work that actually goes into what he calls play. But we know better, don't we? It's the work that actually makes a difference in whether or not you're being successful. Honey, I am so prepared for stardom. I have been waiting for this my whole life. I love it when I walk into my favorite bar and they know what kind of drink I want and they just hand it to me. It's amazing. Bring it on, success. Fear of failure is a little bit different, but there are so many things I've done in my life that I was told I couldn't do, partly because, and I did them, partly because I was told not to, because that's just kind of the way I roll. But I've done this. I've written a book. I can do it again. I might be coming up against something physically difficult. I've done something like this before. I can do this. If it's emotionally hard, I just tell myself, you've lived through worse. You'll get through this again. So I just keep playing back my old successes. And even if they don't look like successes to other people, sometimes just getting out of bed in the morning is a success. And I'm going to get there. with the help of my friends. A few years ago, when I got into this writing process, I was listening to an indie author named Arthur Uriah. His music just spoke to me. There were some of his songs that felt like they were written just for Jules Brand. So I wrote to him. I told him I listen to his music while I write. These songs in particular speak to me, and they've, informed how the character has developed because it's just given me so many ideas. And he wrote back. And I was so excited. He wanted to know when my book was going to be available. Oh, that reminds me, I really should let him know it's available. But I was so excited about that. So when a fan writes to me, I'm going to remember that. I'm probably going to be squealing with excitement just because I got a fan letter. And I want to acknowledge that this person took the time to reach out to me, whether it's coming to me at my book signing and telling me what their favorite part was, or sending me an email saying I loved it, or leaving a review. These people are fantastic. I know that excitement, so I want to make sure that I can fulfill that excitement for someone else. And lastly, where can we find you? Well, if I told you that, I'd have to find a new hiding place. On Twitter, I'm at IW McLaren. On Facebook, it's Isa McLaren, and my blog is author.isamclaren.com. I can also be found hanging out around Three Furies on Facebook, and threefuriespress.com is our website for all our books and merchandise. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.